Hola clase, these are video instructions for both martes y miércoles, Tuesday and Wednesday, so today and tomorrow. For today, if you missed class, you want to come in here to 7.3, watch this video about this girl's daily routine, listen for reflexive and non-reflexive verbs. So when does she use regular verbs that are not reflexive, like desayuno? Or when does she use verbs with a reflexive pronoun like me despierto or me levanto? You can also use this to help you build your own routine when you're trying to write out your own. So for now, once you've watched the video, then you would want to click on this formative. When you open the formative, it will look like this. For numbers 1 through 10, you are only filling in the verb into the blank. On numbers 1 and 8, there is a stem change, and you'll see that bolded and underlined with the stem change to the far right. So for number 1, it says yo, so I know I need the yo form, and then I have to decide, is it reflexive or not? Think reflection in the mirror. So it says yo, and then I have to use the verb acostar, acostarse, to go to bed, to lie down. A las 9. So I go to bed at 9 o'clock. I'm doing that action for myself. So I would say me, and then I have to change acostarse just to acost, and I have to make sure I do the stem change. O changes to UE, so acuesto. Me acuesto. Now you can look at the top, and these will be changing to green or red, and you'll be able to see if you have the correct answer. Keep in mind that if you misspell it, it will be wrong. If you have an extra space, if you need a period but it's not there, if you any little thing that you're missing like that is going to change whether or not it will accept the answer. So you're deciding, is it reflexive or not? Number 1 was reflexive. I'm going to skip down to number 3 and do one that's not reflexive. So we then have mi hermana y yo. Whenever you see somebody y yo, it's nosotros. Think about in English. My sister and I went to the park. Then we, so it's nosotros. So mi hermana y yo, something los platos, and the verb is lavar or lavarse. Now let's see. The action is being done washing onto the plates, not onto us. So it's not reflexive. Now I will change the verb lavar to lavamos, the nosotros form of lavar. Once you've finished with 1 through 10, move on down to 11 through 16. For that, it is exactly the same as 1 through 10, except you do have to write the entire sentence. So you're going to copy Lorena, and then you have to change the verb just like you did for 1 through 10, peinar or peinarse, and decide reflexive or not to match Lorena. Look over at the picture at number 11. You'll see she's combing her hair. She's combing her own hair. Therefore, I'm going to change the verb with a reflexive pronoun. Remember, the reflexive pronouns are me for myself, me, te for two. Then we have nos for nosotros. And the last one is se. That's all the other forms except for me, te, tú, and nosotros. So I'll say Lorena, se. And then I have to change the verb peinar to the form for Lorena, the ella form. So I will carefully copy P-E-I-N, and then the ella ending is just A. So I have Lorena se peina. So I copied Lorena. I picked reflexive or regular verb. I conjugated it down here into the blank. Now I have to copy the rest of the sentence. Con el peine. Con el peine. And since this is a sentence, I'm going to put a period at the end. If you do it just like this, it will show correct. This is the way to build the sentences for 11 through 16. Keep in mind that on number 16, it is also reflexive. It's also a stem changer. See this? Like the number 1, you have to change O to UE. Look back to number 1 if you need help with that verb. I hope this helps. Email me for any questions or ask during the work portion of our class period. Hasta luego.